Hey everybody, welcome back to ROZZY'S Life. Today I will be making beef stroganoff. This is what we will be having for dinner. I'm going to go ahead and start off with these egg noodles because the steak, the stroganoff part of it will be a quick process. So we want to get the noodles cooked and out of the way. I'm going to chop this onion very small because I want it to disappear within the gravy. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chop up this garlic very small. All right, since we're done with that, we can go on ahead and slice up the steak. I used top sirloin. Chop it thin because it needs to cook fast and evenly. Now I'm going to go on ahead and season this steak. I used one Szechuan package and some salt, a little bit of salt and pepper. Use whatever seasonings you desire. All right, so now I'm going to put some avocado oil down in this pan because I want to go ahead and saute the onions and the garlic. And I'm just going to saute these until they get a little bit of color on them. All right, this is the color that I'm looking for. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out of the pan and I'm going to put the steak directly in the same juices, oils, and I'm going to lay the meat flat so it can cook evenly and kind of get a little sear on it. Look at all the seasonings on this meat. The pepper, you can actually see that, and of course the Szechuan because it gives a beautiful color. The meat is cooking perfectly. Only thing we have to do is wait a couple of more minutes to try to get that pink out. But don't let it cook too long because it will continue to cook in the stroganoff gravy. And do not wash your pan. You need all of those juices at the bottom of the pan to be incorporated with the butter and the flour. Look how it's just percolating there. Now we put some butter in here. Just let it melt down. Look at that pan. That is beautiful goodness down there. We're going to use all of that goodness. It is that good down there. Don't get rid of it. Trust me, you will regret if you do. Now we're going to add in some flour because we did get the butter all the way melted down. And we're going to stir this flour into this butter mixture at the bottom here. Don't worry, it will all dissolve. You will not have any hunks or clumps of flour. Just continue to stir it in. Make sure all of that flour has disappeared. And that will make your stroganoff gravy perfect. Scrape it up, y'all. Scrape it up. You should have a clean pan after this gravy is made. Okay, so now we're going to add in some beef broth and just stir it around. You can see right now as the gravy is getting thick as we speak. So you know this is going to be good, but we're going to add some more broth to it and just continue to let it percolate. This is a very quick and easy meal. More broth. Yes. Please comment down below if you like beef stroganoff. And do you like mushrooms? Because you guys can see I put no mushrooms in mine. I don't care for those. So just add whatever you like into your beef stroganoff. This is some Worcestershire sauce that we added in there. And if you like it, add it. If you don't. And mustard, you can add that as well. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of this broth. I'm going to mix it with this sour cream here. I'm trying to temper it so it don't culture on me. And we're just going to stir that in. Looks good already. And we are at the end. We are at the end. See how quick that was, y'all? Quick, easy dinner, and the cleanup is easy as well. I'm going to get my whisk because I don't like how this spoon is stirring this up, so I'm going to whisk it. Whisking. Okay. It came out so smooth and just delicious. And you don't need much salt because of the beef broth has its own flavoring, and the Sazon is absolutely delicious. All right, I'm just trying to scrape up all of the stuff at the bottom and around the pan. I want all of that well incorporated. We don't want to leave none of that goodness in this pan. Okay, so we're done with this part of it. So now it's just time for us to go ahead and get our noodles. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pour it all on top of the noodles. And then we're just going ahead and mix it all in. It's almost time for me to say dinner. Oh boy, I'm so crazy. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and mix this all together. And honestly, if you need more of the broth, like if you want it wetter, you can always add more broth. It will not mess up the recipe. Trust me, it will not. Because a lot of people like theirs loose. And there it is, you all. It is done. It is time for what? Dinner. Anyway, I paired this with some toast. And what I did with my toast, let me tell y'all. I took me some garlic and I roasted it in the oven. I put some garlic in a piece of foil, put some oil on top of that, covered it on up, just squoze it all together, squeeze it, squoze it, all together. And I set it in the oven, and that garlic got roasted. I took it out, put it into some butter with a little bit of, Lawry's seasoning salt. Spread that butter on top of that toast, broiled it in the oven. There we have it. Delicious toast with pure garlic, okay? And our stroganoff. This is a delicious meal. I thank you all for your time. And y'all have to stay safe. Please stay safe. Because I plan to see y'all again tomorrow. Okay? And make for sure that you wash your hands, please. Okay? And take off those shoes. Just leave them things at the door. You can leave them outside if you want to. All right, y'all. I'm out.